So festive for everyone starts in the calendar around October. But for, yeah, thanks. Festive for everybody starts in October, especially in the calendar. But at Taboola and for marketeers everywhere around India, this starts much earlier. And let me start with the simple truth that this festive season, we are not just looking to celebrate, we are looking to drive conversions. Any brand who is advertising, who's going out in the market, is not just looking to be there, but they are trying to stand out. Drive conversions, drive scale outcomes, create ROI, and that's where Realize comes in. Realize is not just another festive media plan, but this is your performance engine to drive scale outcomes. As I mentioned, in calendar, it starts in October, but consumers are already, by the mid-August, they're already searching for what they want to buy. They're already comparing prices. They're already looking at real estate investments. They're already looking at new mobile phones, reviews. And I think this is a time where we do not expect generally where they are looking all this information at. There is 52% time spent on the open web. That's beyond the walled gardens. 52% time spent on the open web, that is 600 million plus users. And it's not just happening in one particular category, it's happening across categories. From automotive, home decor, real estate, finance, fashion, travel, food, people are researching, clicking, adding to their buckets, adding to their carts, making decisions, and that's where we come in. Because we are jumping onto these signals early in their journey and making sure that we meet the right consumers at the right time. As we have already seen in previous sessions also, as it was mentioned in Yahoo presentation also, that these signals are what helps any marketer decide where to reach out to these audiences. And we are doing it at the right time, at the most engaging moment, when they are reading their content, when they are comparing prices, when they are just flipping publisher pages. This looks like a gift, but basically it's made out of all the trending keyword topics which were trending last year at the same time. From September to almost November, and from gold rates to EV prices to lightweight diamond jewelry, these are the things which people were looking for. And the final message, of course, before we start, we go deep dive into Realize. It's happening outside of the walled gardens. It's not just in the search, it's not just happening in your social media feeds, it's happening right on the publisher pages, on those comparison pages. And this is where Realize comes in. And now you must be thinking, what is Realize, like how it works and everything. So for that, I would like to call upon the expert, my colleague, Vibhu.
Thanks, Harpreet. Okay. So what exactly is Realize? Realize is our performance solution in the open web. We reach out to over 100 million daily active users, 24 billion viewable impressions, and all of this with a data layer, which doesn't tell you what the users are doing, but also what they're going to do next. So isn't that exactly what is performance, and we're just packaging everything else? Moving on, scale is important. Relevance is even more important, and Realize gives you both. So we actually reach out to the decision makers in India. So 85% of the purchase driving audiences in the market are available on the Realize network. How are we doing that? So we've got our exclusive code on pages with our premium publisher partnerships. Everyone's talking about signals, we get behavioral signals. And unlike other platforms, every rupee that you're spending is towards media ad spend and no ad tech fee. So it's actual efficient ROI that you're getting for all your investments that you're doing. Okay, so performance is not about where, it's also about how you're looking at it. So what we've actually done with Realize, we've got multiple formats for you to engage with your audiences. So you've got vertical, you've got carousel, you've got display, you've got native. So with all of these placements, no matter what your KPI or goal is that you're chasing, it's top of the funnel, you want to get the cart closed, you want somebody to make a purchase, we have every format that matches your KPI. So when you're here, your ads are just not getting placed, they're getting noticed in the different formats that we have. And since we're in the festive season and we're talking about it, we've just made festive creative execution faster. So you can actually take your existing Meta creatives or Facebook creatives, run it on Realize, or actually just simply plug in a Gen AI prompt. I had to mention AI since it's been spoken about on every panel. And within seconds, you have a festive ready asset. So no more design delays, no more bottlenecks. You've just got our ad stack at play, and you can just make your own creatives. Now, we've spoken about performance, we've spoken about scale, but I really want to talk about what scale is. So we power India's largest premium publisher network. So think about English, Hindi, news giants, entertainment hubs, vertical specialists. We're there, everywhere where you want to be. And what I said earlier, we're actually getting your content noticed by the right people and the decision makers on the network. And we just didn't stop there, so we went a little deeper. So we went vernacular. We speak to Bharat in its own voice. So you have Tamil, Telugu, Marathi. We understand how marketers are looking at trying to drive that scale beyond just Hindi-speaking markets or tier one markets. This is where you get it. So for us, vernacular is not just a layer. It's actually how we're getting you outcomes at scale across the Realize network. And we've spoken about how big our network is, what our reach is, but it's also very important for us to kind of tell you it works. There is proof in all of this that we're doing. So last festive season, all the brands that worked with us on Realize, they saw an increase of 10% in their CTRs. It might seem like a small number, but we're just not stopping there. I mean, happy to have a discussion on where it helps in more conversion rate or more clicks. So it's basically more clicks, more leads, and more conversions. I'm going to quickly take you through some of the verticals that we've had. The first one being finance. We've had a lot of people from the finance industry here today on the panels and in the sessions. When I talk about finance, things, term insurance, life insurance, savings, banks, mutual funds, credit cards. This is a very generalized number, but what we've been able to do is customize the messaging for this vertical and actually drive higher engagement. Retail, so in one of the slides that Harpreet showed, which looked like a gift box, one of the keywords was lehenga looks for the festive season, or what clothes to wear this festive season. So this is actually one of our highest engaging formats. So Carousel that I spoke about is one of the best formats that you can leverage for any of the retail clients. Education, so think beyond K-12 while we reach out to the parents who want to make decisions for their children. Think about people who want to upskill. A course in AI, data science, MBA. You're actually looking at all of those audiences that are sitting there and driving higher conversion. Health and fitness. So just like any New Year resolution, festive comes with a lot of celebration, desserts, sweets, and people want to kind of get on that health journey again. So we've seen a lot of engagement go on. I'm not going to spend a lot talk about this, but yes, media and entertainment. I spoke about the network that we have. We work with OTT channels. Even OTT and CTV channels need to promote a new show that they have, and they're actually leveraging the Taboola network. So whether it's a Marvel combination, a new production on Netflix, so they're actually reaching out to the Realize network to promote it. So festive, Harpreet spoke about, it's not one moment, it's multiple moments which are stitched together. So you start with Onam, you go to Diwali, you go to Christmas. Every festive moment has a different messaging, creative, timing, and we kind of put it together. And how do we put it together for you? Through a very meticulously planned and data-led media plan. So our team that's sitting in the room, and we're happy to talk to all of you again, we'll exactly tell you what is the kind of messaging you should be doing. We have creative playbooks for every vertical that you want to tap into, and we'll actually drive that performance, conversion, and scale for you. The gentleman right here spoke about the 6 stages of conversion of a user. I've just got it down to 3 to make it simpler. So we're there through every stage. So you have discovery, evaluation, or conversion. So it's somebody who's browsing or considering or actually making a decision that this is what I want, realizes there at every step. So during the discovery mode, you want to optimize for engagement. You want to get the best quality traffic that's actually reading your content. During the evaluation or the consideration stage, you want to have the creatives and the communications that's actually telling them this is right for you. So we have contextual and topics targeting, so the right keywords are very relevant. And on the last stage, which is where you've had your conviction and you want to make the purchase that is there, we have predictive audiences and mail domain targeting. So Ace also spoke about it. So you can actually sit in somebody's mailbox and have the right messaging for them there. So with Realize, we match, the message, the delivery, and the format for you. And last 2 slides I promised before lunch. It's very easy to get started with us. It's a 3-step process. So install the Realize Pixel, define the audiences that you want to reach, and launch your creatives. And one of the things that I actually want to talk about is 75% of our users have implemented, by users I mean brands, have implemented the Realize Pixel. So if you're really looking for that scale beyond search and social and that speed to drive that efficiency, this is where it's going to come from. So this festive season, we actually want to work with all of you on different formats. We have special offers for people looking to spend over $20,000. We've got select formats. We've got carousel formats. So please reach out to Harpreet and myself. We'll be more than happy to help you realize your KPIs this festive season with Realize. Thank you.